Due to this lockdown, our regular activities get stopped. We cannot go outside. We have to be at our home for the safety purpose. Transportation facility is also not available to us. Due to this, many of the business get stopped. Due to that, the beauty of our nation is damaged, and that is due to the attack of any guesses? What is this? Coronavirus. Yeah, the threat of our nation. Everywhere we are listening only one word, that is COVID-19. COVID-19. What is that? It is a disease caused by coronavirus. And this coronavirus is what? It is one of the microorganism. So my dear friends, today in this session we are going to learn about the microorganisms. So welcome back my dear students. I am Hiral Sojitra, your biology teacher, and going to discuss about the chapter number 2, that is microorganism. Microorganism word itself made up of two words, micro and organism. Organism we know, but what is micro and how much is a micro? So 1 micro is equal to 1 millionth part of anything. So it is too small to see, and if it is too small, then it is impossible for us to see that. So how can we observe such a small organism? So the answer is through the microscope. And what is microscope? So it is an instrument that is used to see such type of small and tiny organism which cannot be seen through our naked eyes. So here is the image of microscope. This type of microscope is used in biology lab, pathology lab, forensic lab and research lab. देखा है ना माइक्रोस्कोप? ब्लड टेस्टिंग के लिए गए हो कभी? वहाँ पे देखा होगा आपने, याद करना. Let's start it. We will start with the compound microscope. Here you can see the diagram. We will study the different parts of compound microscope and their functions in detail. First we will start with the eyepiece. Here you can see the diagram of eyepiece that is present on the top of the microscope, through which we will see into the microscope. And the function of eyepiece is to enlarge the image of the specimen. Next is reflecting mirror, which is present near the base at the bottom. This reflecting mirror reflects the light towards the specimen so that it will be visible to us properly. It should be kept in front of the source of the light. Next is nosepiece. It is also known as objective lenses. These three are objective lenses. These objective lens will mount the eyepiece. Here is the stage on which we are going to put the specimen slide that is to be observed. Then comes these two knobs, coarse adjustment knob and fine adjustment knob. Here you can see in the diagram, the bigger one है वो है coarse adjustment knob, which move the stage up and down so that image comes into rough focus. And then small one beneath that is the fine adjustment knob that moves the stage slightly to bring the image into sharp focus. With this we have discussed most of them. Now let's have a summary of that through a small test, in which you have to identify the parts of microscope and you have to state their function. The first one is this. Look at the diagram. What is this? Can you tell me? Yes, it is eyepiece, and the function is to observe the magnified image which is present at the top of the microscope. This is the correct view to see through the microscope. What is this? Can you tell me? Yes, it is nose piece. It is also known as objective lenses, and it is used to mount the eyepiece. Then this one is, it is stage on which we will put our specimen slide. Then this one is, this is very simple, बहुत ही आसान है. रिफ्लेक्टिंग मिरर जो लाइट को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है किसकी ओर? स्पेसिमेन की ओर, जिससे हमें वो दिखे. Now let's have a look once again on the microscope. Okay then, अभी कब से स्लाइड बोल रहे हैं, तो स्लाइड बनाई कैसे जा सकती है? Now we will see the steps of slide preparation. For this we will be in need of glass slides, that are the thin sheet of glasses, then cover slip, these are the thinner sheet of glasses, and then we require sample. First of all, we need to clean this glass slide and then put a drop of water on slide which is shown. Then transfer the specimen on the slide, it is shown already here. Then after that put cover slip on the specimen. Now remember my dear child, एयर बबल शुड नॉट बी देयर. अगर एयर बबल आ गया तो आपको अच्छे से नहीं दिखेगी. ठीक है, तो ऐसे रखो जैसे एयर बबल ना आए. लेट्स रिवाइज वंस अगेन द स्टेप्स ऑफ स्लाइड प्रिपरेशन. First, we need to clean the glass slide, then put a drop of water on it. Then into that water drop, put specimen with the help of forceps. After that, you have to place cover slip on it. But remember, edge से उसकी वहाँ पे रखना, वरना एयर बबल आ जाएगा. और बाई चांस अगर एयर बबल आ भी जाता है तो थोड़ी कवर स्लिप ऊपर करो और वापस से प्रॉपरली धीरे धीरे रखो तो एयर बबल निकल जाएगा और आपको अच्छे से वो इमेज माइक्रोस्कोप में दिखेगी. जहाँ तक बायोलॉजी के प्रैक्टिकल्स की बात है, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट स्टेप है. अगर समझ में नहीं आता तो 2-3 बार आप रिपीट करो और समझो. नाउ लेट अस सी one of the experiment which is related with the microscope. These experiments are there in the 7th chapter, the cell, but I kept here because it is related with the microscope.
To prepare a stained temporary mount of an onion peel. To do the experiment we require cover slip, glycerine, glass slides, onion, watch glasses, distilled water, saffron in solution, forceps, brush, needle, compound microscope, blotting paper, and a dropper. Procedure. Pour some distilled water from a bottle into a watch glass. Take half a piece of onion and remove leaves from the onion piece. Remove a piece of transparent onion peel with the forceps. Put the epidermis into a watch glass containing distilled water. Take some saffron in solution using a dropper. Put a few drops of saffron in solution into another watch glass. Using a brush, transfer the peel into the watch glass containing saffron in solution. Keep the epidermis for 30 seconds in saffron in solution so the peel can become stained. Take the peel from the saffron in solution using the brush and put it in the watch glass containing distilled water. Using a dropper, take some glycerine and put 2 to 3 drops of glycerine in the middle of a dry glass slide. Transfer the peel to the slide containing glycerine using the brush. Take a cover slip and place it gently on the peel with the help of a needle. Remove the extra glycerine using a blotting paper. Take the glass slide and place it under the compound microscope. View the slide under the compound microscope. Observation. A large number of regularly shaped cells are lying side by side. Each cell has a distinct cell wall. A distinct nucleus is present on the periphery of each cell. Lightly stained cytoplasm is observed in each cell. A large vacuole is present in the center of each cell, surrounded by the cytoplasm. Conclusion. As cell walls and large vacuoles are clearly observed in all cells, the cells in the observations are plant cells. Precaution. Use a brush to transfer peel from one apparatus to another. Staining of the peel should neither be too dark nor too light. Extra glycerine stain should be removed by using blotting paper. To prepare a stained temporary mount of human cheek cells. To do the experiment we require toothpick, cover slip, methylene blue solution, glycerine, glass slide, distilled water, brush, needle, compound microscope, filter paper, and a dropper. Procedure. Pour some distilled water from a bottle in the middle of a dry glass slide. Take a clean toothpick and gently scrape the inner side of the cheek. Rub the cheek tissue on a glass slide that contains water. Mix the mixture using a needle and spread it. Take methylene blue solution using a dropper and add a few drops of it to the mixture on the slide. After 2 to 3 minutes, remove excess water and stain using a blotting paper. Take glycerine using a dropper and add a few drops of glycerine to the test mixture. Take a clean cover slip and lower it carefully on the mixture using a needle. Using a brush and needle, press the cover slip gently to spread the epithelial cells. Remove extra liquid around the cover slip using a blotting paper. Take the glass slide and place it under a compound microscope. View the slide under the compound microscope. Observation: a large number of flat and irregular shaped cells are observed. The cells do not have a cell wall. However, each cell has a thin cell membrane. A deeply stained nucleus is observed in the center of each cell. No prominent vacuole is observed in the cells. Conclusion: if the cells observed do not have cell walls or prominent vacuoles, the cells of the specimen on the slide are animal cells. Precaution: ensure toothpick used to scrape the cheek is clean so as to not cause infection to the cheek. Extra stain should be removed by using blotting paper.
Let us start with the define of microorganisms. These are the organisms that are visible only through microscope. हम अपनी आँखों से उनको नहीं देख सकते हैं, हमें माइक्रोस्कोप चाहिए. बहुत ही ईजी डेफिनेशन है, आप फिर से सुनो. ऑर्गेनिजम्स दैट आर विजिबल ओनली थ्रू माइक्रोस्कोप्स आर नोन एज माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म. नाउ लेट अस सी टाइप्स ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म. देयर आर 5 मेन टाइप्स ऑफ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. फर्स्ट इज बैक्टीरिया, देन प्रोटोजुआ, here amoeba and paramecium, then fungi, then fourth one is algae, and last but not least viruses. These viruses are not living organism, but they are the link between living and non-living organisms. We find these microorganisms everywhere, either it is ice cold region, hot spring and desert. Even inside the bodies of animals we will also find this bacteria. These microorganisms are present either in solitary or in colonial, that is in group. Now let us start with the first group, that is bacteria. These organisms are smallest and oldest. These are unicellular organism, means they are having single cell and having different shapes. Here are the different shapes of bacteria: cocci, bacillus, spirochetes, vibrio or spirilla. And here are the examples of bacteria having different shapes. You can refer the diagram given here. Second is protozoa. These organisms are the group of animal-like unicellular organism. Examples are amoeba, paramecium and euglena. The third is fungi. These are the group of single-celled, microscopic and unicellular or macroscopic and multicellular organism. But one thing is common, they do not possess chlorophyll. And they are saprophytic in nature, means they takes nutrient from dead and decayed materials. माइक्रोस्कोपिक एंड यूनिसेलुलर का मतलब है कि सिंगल सेल होते हैं जिसे हम माइक्रोस्कोप की हेल्प से ही देख पाएंगे. एंड मैक्रोस्कोपिक एंड मल्टीसेलुलर मतलब जिसको देखने के लिए हमें माइक्रोस्कोप की ज़रूरत नहीं है, जो मल्टी सेल से बने हुए होते हैं. माइक्रोस्कोपिक यूनिसेलुलर का एग्जाम्पल है यीस्ट, जिसको हम नहीं देख सकते हैं, हम सबके घर पे यीस्ट होगा ही होगा. और मैक्रोस्कोपिक मल्टीसेलुलर के एग्जाम्पल है मशरूम, जो जनरली डाइट में हम यूज़ करते हैं. फोर्थ टाइप इज algae. These are the group of simple plant-like organisms. Plant-like means they possess chlorophyll and they are autotrophic in nature. दे मे बी यूनिसेल्युलर और मल्टीसेल्युलर। यूनिसेल्युलर मतलब एक सेल वाला algae एंड मल्टीसेल्युलर मतलब मोर देन वन सेल्स आर देयर। यूनिसेल्युलर algae जो होता है वो कॉलोनी फॉर्म करके भी मिल सकता है, मतलब वो ग्रुप में मिलेगा आपको, बट इवन दो दे आर यूनिसेल्युलर। एग्जाम्पल ऑफ यूनिसेल्युलर algae is Chlamydomonas and multicellular is seaweed. While the unicellular algae that exist in colonies are Chlorella and diatoms. And the last category is viruses, जिसने हम सबको अभी परेशान करके रखा है। ये लॉकडाउन वगैरह किसकी वजह से है? कोरोना वायरस। वो क्या है? एक वायरस ही तो है, और ऑलवेज पैरासाइटिक, सबको हार्म पहुंचाने वाला, कभी भी यूज़फुल नहीं है। सो दीज आर वेरी स्मॉल ऑर्गेनिज्म। एक्चुअली हम उसको ऑर्गेनिज्म भी नहीं बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि लिविंग कंडीशन में तो है नहीं, बट वी कैन से दैट these are very small that cannot be seen using regular compound microscope. We require the help of electron microscope. They are really hard to classify as living or non-living because, as we have discussed earlier, they are parasitic. So as parasite require the host organism for their nutritional requirement, same way these viruses also require host organism for their life. When they are outside the host organism, or you can say that into the environment, they are acting as a non-living thing. When they enter into the host organism, they act as a living organism and multiply themselves into numbers of copies. Example of these viruses are tobacco mosaic virus, that is TMV, human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV, responsible for the AIDS, and yes, all time favorite nowadays, corona virus. अब हमें ऐसा लगता है कि ये वायरसेस सिर्फ एनिमल्स, ह्यूमंस और प्लांट्स को ही इन्फेक्ट कर सकते हैं, बट ऐसा नहीं है। वो यूनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गेनिज्म लाइक बैक्टीरिया, उनको भी इन्फेक्ट कर सकते हैं और उनको भी मार सकते हैं। ऐसे वायरस को बोला जाता है बैक्टीरियोफेज। सो हाउ कैन वी डिफाइन बैक्टीरियोफेज? इट इज़ अ टाइप ऑफ वायरस दैट इन्फेक्ट्स बैक्टीरिया एंड डिस्ट्रॉयज देम कम्प्लीटली। दैट इज़ वाई दे आर ऑल्सो नोन एज बैक्टीरिया ईटर, मतलब बैक्टीरिया को खा जाता है, मार डालता है। हियर यू कैन सी द डायग्राम ऑफ बैक्टीरियोफेज। At the top it possess hexagonal shape as a head and then body, and at the end they possess tail through which they sit on the bacteria. And look at the another diagram. The diagram is of bacteria and the small tiny one, that is bacteriophage, that has seated on the bacterial surface. Just imagine how much they are small. बैक्टीरिया वी कैन नॉट सी थ्रू अवर नेकेड आइज, वी रिक्वायर माइक्रोस्कोप, और ये तो बैक्टीरिया से भी बहुत छोटा है, इसी वजह से तो उसको इन्फेक्ट कर सकता है। एंड उसको स्ट्रक्चर को स्टडी करने के लिए इसीलिए तो हमें इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप चाहिए, जिसके पास ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा मैग्निफिकेशन पावर होता है। नाउ लेट्स सम अप क्विकली व्हाट वी हैव सीन इन दिस वीडियो। First, we have seen what is microorganism. We have also discussed the define of microorganism. Then we have discussed that this microorganism can be visible only through microscope. Then we have also seen the different parts of microscope. Then we have seen what are the main types of microorganism, that are bacteria, protozoa, viruses, fungi and algae with their examples. Rest of the points, that is useful microorganisms and harmful microorganisms, we will discuss in another video. Please keep learning, stay home and stay safe.